Hey, Mel here, and in this storyline and code tutorial, I'm going to show everyone how to create a full screen video background with storyline and code. What we're going to do is set up our storyline project in this first video, and then in the second video, we are going to go in and add the video and edit with code. So what I want to show you guys is the finished product. What it's going to look like, I'm going to use a different video. I did this one around Christmas time. It's going to look kind of like this. So you can see it's a complete full screen video. And in Storyline, what I had done is add the text on top, and hence we'll be getting rid of the player so that you can add whatever you want on top and it'll look more like a website type of thing. What we'll be creating is a launch type of page. And then I want to show you the difference between what a storyline with code background video looks like. And then this is more like if you video in storyline, if you just do it in storyline itself and not with code. So what I could do with this is I could zoom in a lot, or I could have had the video a lot bigger, but there would still be a white outline on it. And also another a piece of this is that if you view this on mobile, the video will actually pop up and you won't be able to see this button or any of this text or anything. You'll only see the video. So that's kind of the downside to that. With the code, you'll be able to see everything still. The video in this initial tutorial, the video you won't be able to see, but we'll talk a little bit more about that in the article itself. So let's get started on setting up our storyline project. And what I like to do is I like to automatically go in and make sure that I don't have any of these next or previous buttons. So I'll go into the settings in slide layers and I'll change the properties and I'll click off the previous to next button and click OK. The second part of this is I want to edit the player so that it's completely transparent. And you'll be able to see that under mine, I already have a preset for transparent and all transparent. And what we'll do is we'll go ahead and go into this and edit everything else just from this default here. So we'll see the advanced color settings. The transparency is at 0. You'll have to set the transparency to 100% for everything that's under the base layer. So make sure that you go through all of these under the base layer, edit item, and make sure they're all 100% transparent. And what that will allow us to do is to lie objects on top of our video itself. Okay, that's transparent. And if you notice when you publish anything or go to preview and can still see these items, you'll just want to go back in and double check to make sure they're all at 100%. And you can go ahead and save this as a new one, or duplicate it and save it, whatever you want to do. So I'm going to click OK on that. And then another piece that I want to do is I want to make sure I right click and format the background, and I want to have that 100% transparent too. I'll just click apply all just to be sure, even though we have just one slide. Oh, and I forgot, go into the player and make sure you have all your menu items and resources and whatnot also unchecked. You want to make sure everything's unchecked. And this is going to give you more of like a modern, sleek look. People are going to think this is an e-learning, this is a website, or it's, an app. It looks really cool. So now we have this blank stage here, and what we want to do is be able to put anything on our splash screen that we want. I will go ahead and maybe add a button. And you can do this in the HTML, but this is just super quick, and for anyone that's using Storyline regularly, align it into the center, middle, maybe name it Start. Just call it Start. Let's give it a better color too. I like the orange is a nice color. I like the orange. Oranges and blues go well together. And then we'll give it a title. And we'll just call this course 1. And then I like to pick like a nice, more course title-y font, so we'll just use Babus. Actually, let's move this down. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put, you have to think about the video that you're using with this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this title in white so that it comes out against the video because the video that we're going to use for this is pretty dark. So it should look a lot better. And let's make this like a size 72 sounds good. And then we will move it up. And then let's change this a little bit. It might be kind of cool to have a different opacity on this button. I'll change the transparency to say, let's do 25%. That sounds good. And close it. And then you can see there's that button outline. You can get rid of that if you want to. I prefer that, but to get rid of it, but we don't really need to do that right now. And so the next step of this, what we're going to do is we're going to publish it. And so I'm going to go to File, and I'm going to Publish. And what we want to do with this publishing is, and I think I'm going to use a cow video for this, so I'll just put cow storyline intro. And then what I'll do is I want to make sure that the mobile player is off because we don't want the mobile player. We definitely want the HTML5 output because that's what we're going to be editing. And then you just save it wherever you want to save it. I'll save it in my Articulate projects. And now we're on to the next video, which will be adding the video with code.